Got a great video for you today. Check out on top of the Golden Gate Bridge. Check out this drone footage. Look at this Golden Gate Bridge. Oh my gosh, how magnificent. Just huge bridge. Majestic. Magnificent. Inspiring. My parents came out to see me and took them to the Golden Gate Bridge. And man, did we have some sights to see. After getting the drone up and checking out the bridge, the drone captured this boat. What a beautiful boat. It was cruising in the bay. You'll see it has a sunroof. Looks like it has some windows on the side so you can see out down below. Also up on the front. You can see it has a nice resting area so you can get some sun. You can chill out on the back deck. Just a beautiful boat and a great shot from the drone. Has windshield wipers and everything. What's funny is this boat looks small, but actually this boat is huge. It's a mini yacht. After the boat came back over here by the base, look at all those windows. Back in the day, each one had its own cannon to shoot ships and other suspicious invaders. It was a time of war back in the day when this was created back in the 1930s. Look at this shot. What a beautiful shot. A lot of traffic on the bridge. The drone is flying up at this time, increasing altitude, coming closer to the bridge. Nice view here. You can see all the way down the bridge. Beautiful cables coming up the bridge, over the top and back down to support the weight. This bridge is massive. The drone was almost up 1,000 feet in the air, even to just cover the top of the bridge. And looking down, what a beautiful shot. You can see the protective layer there around the south tower. It's actually called a barrier or a fender, and that's used to protect the south tower just in case it's too foggy and ships cannot see the bridge. They definitely don't want big ships hitting the bridge and knocking the bridge over. There are these huge foghorns on the Golden Gate Bridge, and if you ever hear one, you'll think you're hearing the end time horns, and they'll scare the crap out of you. Looking down, oh my gosh, look how freaky that is, but what a beautiful shot. Look at the cars going underneath the south tower. Panning the drone up, you can see all the way across the span of the bridge. This is a suspension bridge because there's no support in the middle. And wow, what a beautiful shot. I can just look at this all day long. Look at that shot down the bridge. You can see all the way across to the north shore. Spanning the drone to the right, you can see all the islands near San Francisco. Look how orange the bridge is because it was perfectly sunny, no fog that day. You can see the boats, they look like small boats, but those are actually huge boats. There's downtown San Francisco. As the drone's spanning to the right, you can see the park and the cliffs. Looking down the bridge, you can see San Francisco is this small little island. Look at all those houses there. Down there right next to the beach and the valley. They have a lot of piers, and there's a military base there which was used to protect back in the war. The bridge was built back in the 30s, opened up in 1937. Can you imagine building that bridge back then without supercomputers like we have today to simulate everything? Looking at downtown, you can see how dense it is. The buildings look small, but they're actually huge. That's the Salesforce Tower downtown. That's the tallest building in San Francisco. The drone is just so far away that they look short, but that's a very dense area and very tall buildings. Coming back to the bridge, look at this beautiful view. Coming down, straight down. When I showed my mom this, she was freaking out. She said she was getting dizzy. But just what a beautiful shot. Straight down the South Tower, looking at traffic. Again, look how orange the bridge is. It's perfectly clear. That's very rare in San Francisco, but the weather's getting colder this time of year in October. And now that the weather's getting colder, We don't have as much fog. We're also getting a lot more traffic and a lot more tourists. During COVID, everything was shut down, so people weren't coming to San Francisco. They were staying out of the city. And now we're starting to see a lot of tour buses coming back. You can rent the little go-karts to drive around the city. We're seeing a lot of action. I remember coming to San Francisco where all the tourists go and there was nobody. I saw paper rolling down the street and it was like at 10 o'clock at night. And now when I go, it's getting busy again all the way to midnight. There's action even up till 2 in the morning. It's still not like it used to be, but it's definitely going back to how it was. Here the plan was to go under the bridge and actually pan up to look underneath the bridge, but all of a sudden a warning came on the drone. There was very windy conditions. The battery started getting low and it started beeping, saying that it wouldn't be able to make its way home. So instead the drone goes towards the middle of the bridge, passes over the top, and then bring the drone back. A lot of people say the bridge is painted from end to end every year, but that's actually false. If you go to the Golden Gate, you'll see it actually needs to be painted. There's a lot of rust on the bridge, especially the towers. But today that bridge was so orange. I've never seen it orange like that. The sun was clear, shining on the bridge. You can see the shadow behind it. Look how tall those towers are. It's just a magnificent bridge. Every time I see it, I'm always surprised. Every time I see it, I always feel in awe. Just a wonderful project built back in the 30s. I cannot imagine building this by hand and doing all the calculations by hand, passing over the bridge. I love looking at the towers. I love driving on the bridge. Look how small the cars are compared to those towers. It's just a magnificent bridge. Once dubbed the bridge that couldn't be built, there are few sites today more impressive in the United States of America than the San Francisco Golden Gate Bridge. And it was built such a long time ago. We're actually getting close to the 100th anniversary of that bridge. And that's definitely something I'd like to celebrate. Thank you for watching this video. Please like and subscribe. Comment down below. Let me know what you all want to see. Let me know what you think of these videos. I got plenty of videos to come, a lot of content. I appreciate everybody supporting the channel, and we'll see you in the next video.